Hi, Jahbril. Hi, Kat. Congrats on the
Hi.
movie.
Thanks so
Hi.
much.
So, Jahbril, you play George, and Kat, you play Presley. Can you tell me anything about your guys' characters?
I relate to Presley a lot on the quirky level. I've always been a quirky girl. She's a little bit more shy than I am, but there are a lot of ways in, I guess, her awkwardness too, that it's not too much acting there, I guess I'd say.
Yeah, no, I really love George. He and I are kindred spirits. I think I definitely can relate to his like love of the 80s and like 80s movies and like that whole aesthetic. I love it, and like the music. He has a lot in common with Presley. He's very like socially awkward, but like only like selectively, and that I think that's relatable, because it's like, you know, around your friends you're like, you know, you're open and you're happy and you're whatever, you're not overthinking anything. But as soon as he sees Presley, his crush, he can't hang, and that's I definitely can relate to that.
So your movie A Week Away is a rom-com musical, and we've been reading things that people have been comparing it to like a love child of High School Musical and Camp Rock.
Yeah.
Do you guys have like a favorite rom-com musical? Or
I mean, High School Musical. I mean, does that get like Camp Rock, High School Musical? Like,
yeah,
like I mean, that's what I grew up on, and so like to see people comparing that and like being like, wait, what? Like, oh my, I'm in this. Like, that's crazy, you know?
So, Kat, I've also read that you actually weren't able to do this audition in person. You had to send in a self-tape. What made you so drawn to the movie that you felt like you needed to audition for it?
So originally there were several national open calls that you could attend in person, and I, for some reason, ended up not being able to go. And so I saw this casting call, and it was a movie musical, and I was like, hey, I love movie musicals, I love High School Musical, I love Camp Rock. I saw Adam Watts, our music producer, who made the music for Camp Rock and High School Musical and Hannah Montana, and I was like, well, and then I saw that there was a role for a girl named Presley, and she was this lovable character. She loved hugs. She was super giggly. She's super into this boy named George, and I was like, I think I can get a handle on this one. And I guess I did, and here we are.
Jahbril, I actually read that you wrote a thesis about summer camps, and now, like, and you were part of theater and all this, and now you actually get to do that in real life at a summer camp. So what was that like? Like, what was that experience like filming the movie like?
It was unreal. So for my college thesis, I studied acting and playwriting, and I wrote a one-act musical about summer camp, about a like shy kid who's like trying to like find his tribe. And I think, like, and then this project came along, and I knew, I was like, this is too good to be true. Like, if I don't book, then like the planets just aren't aligned.
So we can't talk about a musical without the music. So I was wondering, Kat, is there a song from A Week Away that you think that audiences and fans would love, like that you love too? Like, it could be your favorite one as well.
Ooh, this is hard, because let me tell you, the whole soundtrack's a bop. Like, the whole soundtrack is gonna be playing in your head over and over again. Like, my parents have heard it, and like they like you'll just hear them like washing the dishes and like I love Dive. I have like a top 3, I guess. Dive, Let's Go Make a Memory, and it just slipped my mind, but I guess those are Best Thing Ever. Those are my top 3.
I will definitely keep those in mind when I watch the movie. And, you know, with music, there's also dancing. And Jahbril, you were seen at the forefront at one of the big music numbers in the trailer. So what was it like to perform these big numbers and like learn all that choreography? Yeah,
it was amazing. It was a great experience. I mean, like I said, I grew up in doing musical theater, and I had done choreography before, but I would never call myself a dancer. But like this was hard choreography. Like, even our audition, like, it was a really hard combo, and thankfully I faked it well enough to book the role. And then when we got on set, Melina, our choreographer, really whipped us into shape. Like by the end, I think we were on another level.
So you guys work alongside Kevin, Quinn, and Bailee Madison. So what was it like working on set with them? What was the whole experience like?
I think since we played like their best friends, we each have like a special connection with each one that played our best friends. I consider Bailee like a super close friend of mine now. Like we still talk. Like I think we filmed that movie like a year and a half ago, and we still talk several times a week. We would go like shopping together, and would go and like run and get ice cream or like, brunch or something. And it was so special to have, a close girlfriend on set.
And yeah, and Kevin's the homie. I love that guy. He was always like the highest energy on set, and I like, a lot of times couldn't relate. It was my first feature, like I said, and so I had to learn that like the hurry up and wait is a big part of it. So like just getting to feed off of his energy all the time was like, made my job so much easier.
That's amazing. Well, we're called Celeb Secrets. So is there any secrets you can share from the behind the scenes of the series?
Well, I don't want to disappoint anyone, but so I know a scene probably people are going to ask about is I get hit in the face with a dodgeball. So a cool fact about that is I did have a stunt double, so she took kind of the long shots, and then when it came time for up close, they actually had a leaf blower on my face, and so that would kind of make my face move in the way a ball would hit it, and so they went in and digitally did hit my face with the ball, and so it looks like it really hurt, but fortunately I was okay. But I thought it wasn't fun getting the leaf blower on my face, but I think that's cool.
So there's the scene where George gets launched off of the blob. It's like this big, like inflated, like pillow basically on the lake, and Kevin jumps off of this like tower onto one end, and then George gets launched off. And so we've been looking at this blob like since day one, and we're like, oh my God, can't wait for that scene. I know that I'm getting launched. And then the day comes, and they hit me with the bad news that doing my hair is too much of an ordeal. So I can't get it wet because we don't have time to do it again. So I wasn't able, so like I had to climb out onto the blob, like underneath the like tower, and like climb onto the thing, like to get one shot, and then I like climb back off and switch places with my stunt double, and I couldn't get wet. And then he's the one in the movie who gets launched off, and I was so bummed. I'm like, can I just one time, just once? And no, they didn't let me. We had a lot to shoot that day.